tingnan lang natin yung ilan sa mga math techniques na magagamit natin sa mga math contest. Dito, magpo-focus muna tayo sa number sense. Ang first subtopic natin ay divisibility rules. So, ito yung mga rules na ginagamit natin. Kapag yung last digit ay even, divisible yan by 2. Okay? Kapag yung sum ng digits natin divisible by 3, automatic divisible by 3 yan. Kapag yung last two digits nagpo-form ng number na divisible by 4, automatic divisible by 4. For example, meron tayong 5, 2, 1, 9, 3, 8, 7, 1, 6. Yung 1, 6 divisible by 4, the number is divisible by 4. Okay? Kapag yung last digit ay 0 or 5, divisible yan by 5. If the digit or if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, automatic divisible din yan by 6. Okay. Now, ganito naman, paano natin malalaman kapag divisible by 7? Kunin natin yung last digit, i-double natin siya, subtract from the rest, at yung result dapat divisible by 7 or 0. Okay? Para masabing divisible by 7. And then divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits form a number na divisible by 8. Now, divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. And then divisible by 11 kapag yung alternating sum of digits is divisible. Or mas madali, hanapin natin yung sum of digits in odd places. And then, isubtract natin yon sa sum ng mga digits natin in even places. Dapat yung difference nila is divisible by 11 para masabi natin na yung number is divisible by 11. Alright? Start tayo dito. Is 4, 2, 3, 1, 8 divisible by 9? Ang sabi doon sa divisibility rule, i-add natin yung mga digit. So, 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 8 is 18. Yung 18 divisible by 9. So, the answer is yes. Next is 69048 divisible by 7. Paano natin malalaman kung divisible by 7? Kunin natin yung last digit, 8, multiply natin sa 2, you'll get 16. Subtract mo yung 16 from the rest. Okay, so you have 69014 minus 16. Ito magiging 14. Ito magiging 9. Ito magiging 8. So 14 minus 6 is 8. 9 minus 1 is 8. Bring down the 8. Bring down the 6. So you're left with 6, 8, 8, 8. Divisible ba ito by 7? Repeat lang natin yung process. Okay, kunin nyo si 8. That will be, yung double niya is 16. So you have 6, 8, 8. Minus 16. So that will give us 2. And then 8 minus 1 is 7, 6. Double din natin to. No? So this is 4. So 67 minus 4 will give us 63. So yung 63 ba divisible by 7? Yes. Okay, 7 times 9 is 63. So therefore, 69048 is divisible by 7. Kung hindi kayo sure dito, edi i-double nyo to. That will be 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Kapag 0, divisible by 7. Alright? Next is 357,406 divisible by 11. Kunin natin ito. Yung mga nasa odd places. So, 3 plus 7 plus 0. And then, subtract natin siya dito sa mga nasa even places. 5 plus 4 plus 6. This will be 10. And this will be 15. 10 minus 15 is negative 5. Ang negative 5 ba divisible by 11? No. So this number is not divisible by 11. Okay? Alright. Dito tayo sa concept ng digital root. Ang digital root, it is the single digit that you get by adding the digits repeatedly until only one remains. For example, ito yung digital root ng 853. So 8 plus 5 plus 3 is 16. And then, syempre, 1 plus 6 is 7. So, yan yung digital root ng 853. Okay? For example, find the digital root of 2025. So, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. That's the answer. Okay? Next. Is the following multiplication correct? 5, 4, 8 times 23 is equal to 12, 604. Digital root lang din yan, no? So, una, dito muna kayo sa first factor natin. 5 plus 4 plus 8, kunin natin. So, 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 8 is 17. Then, 1 plus 7, para mahanap natin yung digital root niya, 8. So, ang digital root nitong isa is 8. Doon naman sa 23, 2, 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. So, digital root nito is 5. I-add natin itong dalawang digital roots. 8 plus 5 is 13. Now, kunin natin yung digital root ng 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. Save natin to. Dito naman tayo. 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 0 plus 4. So, this one is 10, 13. Hanapin natin digital root. Magiging 4. Same sila. So, the answer is yes. Alright. Next. Dito tayo sa last digit and cyclicity. Now, the concept of cyclicity is a method used to find the last digit of a number raised to a large power without performing the full calculation. Ayan. Ito yung rules natin. Number 1, identify the last digit of the base number. So, yung last digit lang yung magmamatter dyan. No, wala kayong pake doon sa mga nauunang digit or yung mga leading. No? Determine the cyclicity of the digit and find the position in the cycle. Alright? Ito yung kailangan nating matandaan. Yung mga digits na 0, 1, 5, 6, lagi silang nag-e-end sa sarili nila. Na for example, if you have 926 raised to 794, ang last digit niyan is 6. Kasi, ito siya. Okay? Kung 0 yan, edi 0. Kung 1, edi 1. Kung 5, edi 5. Basta, nag-e-end siya. Dito lang yung number na titingnan nyo, yung last digit. Alright? Now, kapag yung digits natin, yung last digit ay 4 and 9, meron silang cycle of 2 digits. Kapag 4, 4, 6, 4, 6. Kapag 9, 9, 1, 9, 1. So, ito, memorization lang din again to. Okay? So, basically, kapag add yung power natin, 4. Kasi nasa odd position sila. Kapag naman even, edi 6. No? Kapag powers of 4. Kapag naman powers of 9, at add yung power natin, 9 siya kasi yung 9 nasa odd position. And then kapag even yung power natin, yung last digit natin is 1 kasi sila yung nasa even position. Okay? Now, ito naman tayo sa digits na nag-end sa 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay? Yung base natin is nag-end sa 2, 3, 7, 8. Meron silang cycle of 4 digits. Pero ang tip ko, ito lang yung i-memorize ninyo. Itong dalawa lang, 2 and 3 lang. So kapag 2, 2, 4, 8, 6. Okay? Kapag 3 naman, 3, 9, 7, 1. So, compare natin tong 2 and 8 since sila naman yung parehas na even dyan. So, sa 2 is 2, 4, 8, 6. Kapag 8 naman, ganito lang yung gagawin natin. Okay? So, tandaan nyo na lang to kasi procedurally, mas madali siya kaysa i-memorize nyo. So, that will be 8, 4, 2, 6. Ganun din yung sa 3. So, i-memorize nyo lang si 3, 9, 7, 1. Then, start lang kayo dito. So, you'll get 7, 9, 3, 1 kapag 7. Alright? Nagsisimula naman yan sa mga numbers nila. Kapag 2, nag-start sa 2, 3, nag-start sa 3, 7, start sa 7, 8, start sa 8. Okay? So, tandaan nyo muna itong mga cycle na to. Now, para mahanap natin yung last digit of a number whose base ends in 2, 3, 7, or 8, i-divide natin yung exponent by 4 and titingnan natin yung remainder. Okay? Kapag ang remainder niya is 1, yung first number, which is ito. Kapag remainder is 2, ito. Ulitin natin sa 2. Sa 2 is 2, 4, 8, 6. No? Ito yung cycle sa 2. Kapag ang remainder ng number, kapag dinivide natin yung exponent by 4 is 1, ito yung last digit. Kapag 2, ito. Kapag 3, ito. And then kapag 0, ito. Alright? So yan. What is the last digit of 3, 4, 7 raised to 1, 2, 3? Saan siya nag-e-end? Sa 7 siya nag-e-end. So in that case, i-divide natin yung exponent, 1, 2, 3, divided by 4. So 1, 2, 3 divided by 4, 3 times 4 is 12, 3. So ang remainder natin is remainder 3. Okay? So, dahil ang remainder natin is 3, ano nga yung pattern kapag 7? Ang pattern natin dyan is 7, 9, 3, and 1. Ang remainder niya ay 3. So, therefore, ito yung last digit niya, 3. Okay? So, that's the answer, 3. Next, what is the last digit of 916 raised to 55 times 43 raised to 21? Ito, anong last digit nito? Ang last digit nito is 6. Ito, anong last digit? Nag-end siya sa 3. Ano nga yung rule natin kapag nag-end sa 3, kunin yung exponent. Exponent natin is 21. I-divide natin siya sa 4. So, 21 divide 4, ano lang to? 20, remainder 1. Tapos, ano yung sa cycle ng 3? 3, 9, 7, 1. Since 1 yung remainder, ibig sabihin yung last digit nito is 3. Alright? So, now, i-multiply nyo itong dalawa. 6 times 3 is 18. Ibig sabihin, ang last digit nung 916 raised to 55 times 43 raised to 21 is 8. Okay? Dito naman tayo sa mga modulo tricks. Okay. Ang modulo, ito yung parang division lang naman yan, hinahanap natin yung remainder. Kasi ang ibig sabihin yan, remainder after division. Okay? Ganun siya literally. For example, find 17 modulo 5. So 17 divided by 5 will give us 15, remainder 2. So ang answer natin dito is 2. Okay? Next, find negative 20 modulo 7. Kapag negative, iba na yung mangyayari. Hahanap tayo ng number that is less than negative 20 pero nearest negative 20 that is divisible by 7. So in that case, negative 21 yung answer natin. No? So isusubtract natin si negative 21 dito. So you'll have negative 20 minus negative 21, which is negative 20 plus 21, which is equal to 1. That's the answer. Alright? Next, find 2 raised to 100 modulo 5. Kapag ganito, hanap muna tayo ng ilang cases and hopefully makakita tayo ng pattern kasi yun yung gusto nating makita, yung pattern. And then, titingnan natin yung exponent later, no? Kung ano yung magiging behavior niya. So, start muna tayo sa 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4. Tingnan din natin yung 2 raised to 5. Okay? So, 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 raised to 2 is 4, 2 raised to 3 is 8, 2 raised to 4 is 16, 2 raised to 5 is 32. Now, hanapin natin yung 2 modulo 5, 4 modulo 5, 8 modulo 5, 16 modulo 5, 32 modulo 5. So ito, hindi sila, hindi pwede yung 2 divided by 5. Automatic yung 2 modulo 5 is ito lang din 2. 4 modulo 5, same lang din, 4. And then, 8 modulo 5 is 3. 16 modulo 5 is 1. 32 modulo 5 is 2. Okay? Try nga natin yung 2 raised to 6. 2 raised to 6 is 64. 64 modulo 5 is 4. So, as we can see, may pattern tayo dito. 2, 4, 3, 1. 2, 4. Expectation natin, yung 2 raised to 7 modulo 5 is 2, 4, 3. Okay? And so on, so forth. So, gagawin natin, kunin natin tong exponent, 100. I-divide natin siya ngayon sa 4. Kasi, meron tayong 4 digits dun sa cycle natin. So, the answer is 25. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin dito? Ano yung remainder niya? 0. 25 remainder, 0. Kapag 0 yung remainder, ang hahanapin natin is yung 4th digit of the pattern, which is 1. So, tanda natin kanina, kapag first digit, kapag remainder 1, then, ito yung last digit niya. Okay? Kapag naman remainder 2, ito. Kapag remainder 3, ito. Kapag 0 yung remainder natin, ito. Alright? So, yung 2 raised to 100 modulo 5 is equal to 1. Alright? Ibig sabihin, yan yung remainder niya. 1 yung kanyang remainder. Next, dito tayo sa ilang mga mental math shortcuts. Okay. Kapag multiply tayo by 11, you add the digits in between. If the sum is 10 or more, carry over. For example, 45 times 11, 4 and 5, copy nyo lang siya. And then sa gitna nila, yung sum nila. Okay, so 4 plus 5 is 9. So the answer is 495. Okay, next, dito naman tayo sa square ending in 5. Ang rule natin, if meron tayong n5 raised to 2, yung n any number yan, no? It's just equal to n times n plus 1 raised to, n plus 1, and then yung last digits natin ay 25. For example, 35 squared, yung 3, ito lang siya. Yung n plus 1 is just 4, which is 3 plus 1. So, 3 times 4 is 12. And then, copy nyo si 25. Alright? Now, paano naman kapag multiplying near 100? Find the difference between each number and 100. Add these differences to find a combined difference. Subtract this from 100 to get the first part of the answer, and multiply the two differences to get the last part of the answer. If a product is a single digit, add a leading zero. So, hanap tayo ng mga example. Ayan. Ito yung multiplying near 100. For example, 96 times 96. Dapat ito is 98. 98 times 96. So, 100 minus 98 is 2. 100 minus 96 is 4. So, 2 plus 4 is 6. 100 minus 6 is 94. 94 yung first part ng answer natin. And then, you multiply them. 2 times 4 is 8. Mag-a-add tayo ng leading 0. So, the answer is 9408. Ito siya. 9408. Alright? So, sige, take natin to as an example. Let's say you have 125 squared. So, ang rule natin dyan, tingnan lang natin to, 5 siya, tapos naka-raise siya sa isang exponent. So, gagawin natin, ang rule nga natin is n n plus 1, and then 25. Yung n natin is 12. Yung n plus 1 natin is 13. So 12 times 13, 12 times 13, 6, 3, 2, 1 is 1, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6, 2, 5. That's the answer. Okay? 1, 5, 6, 2, 5. Next, 58 times 11. So, di ba, meron tayong 5, meron tayong 8, and then 5 plus 8 sa gitna. So, this will be 5, 13, 8. Pero hindi pwede. Carry over natin yung 1 dito. So, that will be 6, 3, 8. Alright? Next, let's have 4 to 5 times 11. So, gagawin natin, meron tayong 4, meron tayong 5, 4 plus 2 is 6, 2 plus 5 is 7. That's the answer. 4, 6, 7, 5. Okay? Next, 92 times 97. So 100 minus 92 is 8. 97 minus, 100 minus 97 is 3. So 8 times 3 is equal to 24. And then 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. Alright? So yung 11 na yun, ima-minus natin sa 100. 100 minus 11 will give us 89. So ang answer natin is 8, 9, 2, 4.